You know, game one was the third time this postseason that Tatum has had a clunker of a shooting night. He had one against Brooklyn, one against Milwaukee as well. He responded in the games that followed with 39 and 30. Why are you shaking your head at me?
In the words of The Rock, Matt, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Win the game.
They did win the game. No, and that's what his point was as well. I'm getting to the point about the way he's responded as a scorer, and the question for you guys is, how important is it in this series that he is a scorer?
Well, I think when you're the number one option, the most important thing is, like Shaq said, is winning first. But I think it's under any means necessary to win. It's not the regular season. This is the finals. And I think for him is, as long as he's keep putting pressure. The one thing I don't like from Jayson Tatum, I think he settles too much. At 6'9", I think he can get any shot he wants, Grant, anytime. Now, he might not make them, but I think for him is the pinch post, his activity, his length. As long as he can win the game, we won't care about his stats. But each time he's had subpar 20, he's came back both games and had 30 and wins. So looking forward to see how he responds individually. But you keep checking off wins, that's all that matters. And I think right now is he's comfortable being able to pass the basketball right now. That's going to make him more of a threat down the line.
Well, it's a great example of his growth as a player as well. He's never averaged even 5 assists a season for a regular season. He's up over 6 right now in this postseason. Meanwhile, his running mate, Jaylen Brown, took over early in the fourth quarter.
And that's why it's called the 1-2 punch. I think sometimes it's too much thought process and too much conversation about whose team it is. Listen, Jayson Tatum's going to get most of the shots, and Brown's going to get the second most. But listen, when your guy's not going, you have to pick up the slack, and that's what he did. He stayed aggressive. You know, his form was looking good. He played well, and guess what? He kept him close. Him and White and, the others, Al Horford, they kept him close. And that's what you do, especially when the guy that has the most attention gives you the ball, gives you the opportunity to play, and you can play. This is what you do. You have to produce. So kudos to Tatum and kudos to Brown for playing well.
And to continue with that thought, I mean, I think as we look here at this game, too, you can't expect Marcus Smart, Al Horford, and the others, as Shaq said, to have that kind of performance. So on the road, your stars, your best players have to carry you. And so you talked about Tatum bouncing back after poor performances, Jaylen Brown. Those two are going to have to be aggressive, I think, and because I don't think Golden State's going to allow the others to be as involved and engaged. But these two are capable of putting up big nights and big performances. I think they got to put their teams on their back and bring that kind of effort, which I think they will. I think with Tatum, also what Smitty said, a year ago, even earlier this season, it was all about scoring for him. Yeah. But his development as a playmaker, now he just reads whatever the team needs. And the team, if he's not going, if he's struggling, you okay, man?
You're shedding equipment in the middle of your answer. You just lost a piece of a mic. I don't know. Okay. We all noticed.
Our budget, it's not TNT over here with Shaq. But
come on, YouTube TV. You want to raise?
And I will say, Jaylen Brown.
For my camera guys too, 10% raise.
He's leading the playoffs in fourth quarter scoring.
Yes, he is.
30 points, so he's finishing.
Back from San Francisco. Sorry, Grant. You were just losing parts.
I didn't know what was going wrong with you, Grant, the way he was staring at you.
Yeah, I was like, man, we're back.
Grant got mad,
I got nervous.
Me too. You looking at me kind of funny, Matt.
Boy, he was eyeing you like.
Jayson Tatum, take note of the sweatshirt or the jacket, whatever that is. He's got Kobe on there. He's got MJ on there. He's got the Larry O'Brien trophy on there. Who's he channeling tonight?
I kind of like the game one fits.
Did you? You're the one?
I mean, I just like being that bold. Your first finals appearance, you gonna come like that?
it was an auspicious start.
Come like that?
An auspicious start to his finals career. Despite the poor shooting, he set an NBA Finals record for most assists in his finals debut with 13 in the Game 1 win. And between games, sat down with Grant Hill.
It's the 2022 NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors hosting the Boston Celtics.
They leave Curry all alone, and that's lethal. Somebody throw water on Steph Curry. It is raining three-pointers at Chase.
Warriors will take a 12-point lead to the fourth quarter.
Williams caught a body underneath, and here come Boston.
Horford, he's open for three. Got it!
Deadly shooting from downtown.
An offensive explosion of historic proportion by the Celtics.
Wide open Smart.
And the Celtics are going to win a game one that is going to leave a mark.
So obviously your opponent, the Warriors, a lot of experience, playoff experience. But how important was for you guys to come in game one and get that win?
It was big. We just wanted to kind of set the tone early and think, obviously it's the finals, right? So, you don't feel like you have any games to waste. And obviously this is a tough place to play against a group that's been doing this since I was in high school. We got a lot of respect for those guys. And, we just wanted to impose our will. And even being down 12 going into the fourth, we just had to stick together in those times and figure it out.
Tatum, push pass for Smart. Good look, right side three. Got it. Tatum drives, leaves his feet to find an open Pritchard. Corner three. Got it.
And that's back-to-back outstanding passes by Jayson Tatum.
Now, you personally maybe didn't shoot as well as you'd like, but a lot of people talked about, 13 assists. Talk about that part of your development of your game.
I think just coming into the season, trying to take that next step, being, one of the best players on both ends of the floor, two-way player. Obviously, I've always been able to score, but, make guys around me better. I just want to win. This is the finals. You never know if you get back here.
Deuce, are you excited to go to Miami? It's a good pool.
I will go swimming at my daddy and me.
Your son, Deuce, what's that been like to sharing this experience with him and your family?
It's been great, right? He was born my rookie year. So we've kind of grown up together. He's seen every step of the way with me, and he's been there. Now it's kind of like he's a part of the team. He's much more of a star and recognizable than I would have imagined. I love the bond that we have, and be able to cherish these moments forever.
Tatum slamming it home for the Blue Devils.
Oh, yes! And Grant Hill hits the open three.
We're both members of the Brotherhood. I had to put this on. Coach K, I'm curious this last year, and even just as a pro, does he ever call, text, show up at games?
Yeah. He actually, the first game he got to come see me play since I left Duke was game 2 against Brooklyn. I talk to Coach at least once a month. I'm sure he watches all the games that he can. I think that's what's special about being a part of the Brotherhood and going to Duke, that it goes beyond, your time there. And he still texts me after the last game. And that means the world to me.
Talk about duos, Tatum and Brown, the top of the list.
Tatum, bounce pass, Brown for 2. Tatum to Brown! Oh, and the slam!
2 guys, basically the same age, playing the same position.
Those 2 young men need to take advantage of this opportunity.
You and Jaylen came in together, and there was some moments there, some criticism, kind of pointed in y'all's direction. I'm curious, did that bring you guys closer together?
Absolutely. He's been great, for my career, and vice versa. We've always been there to push each other, and we've made each other better into the players that we are today. And you always hear outside noise, right, when you're not winning, and it was rough at that point. And we're 2 very passionate, competitive guys that really wanted to figure it out together. So it did make us closer. Obviously, we still got to get over this hurdle and win this championship, but there's a lot of people that didn't think that we could play together.